Here we have question number 10th. Now in this question there are internal choices. So taking up the first part of the question, that is also having A and B parts. So in this, the first part A, name the two techniques employed to meet the increasing demand of fish in the world. Now for this question, the answer that you have to write is that the techniques employed to meet the increasing demand of fish in the world, those are aquaculture and pisciculture. Now these two techniques are the ways in which the production of the aquatic organisms can be increased if it is done in a proper scientific manner. Aquaculture involves culturing fish as well as other aquatic organisms like mollusks, crustaceans, even aquatic plants. Pisciculture is, you can say, a subset of aquaculture in which we culture or rear only the fish. So these two terms, if you write, you will be getting 1 mark here. The second part of the question, that is, name any two freshwater fishes. Now this is a very easy question, and in this we can simply name some of the freshwater fish like katla, rohu, common carp, magur. So many are there, and any two, if you write correctly, you will get 1 mark once again. Now moving on to the alternate choice of this question.
Here we have question number 10, and as you can see, this question has got an alternate choice. So the question says, describe contributions of Alexander Fleming, Ernest Chain and Howard Florey in the field of microbiology. Guys, this question has come from the chapter Microbes in Human Welfare और ये 2 marks का question है. आइए देखते हैं किस तरीके से इसे लिखा जाए so that we get 2 out of 2 marks. First of all, we need to write separately the contribution of Alexander Fleming. Why? Because he is the one who is credited with the discovery of first antibiotic, that is penicillin. Alexander Fleming discovered first antibiotic, that is penicillin, while working on a bacteria which is Staphylococcus. Next, full potential of penicillin as an effective antibiotic was established by Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. And lastly, in the year 1945, तीनों ही scientists को Nobel Prize मिला. So Fleming, Chain and Florey were awarded with Nobel Prize in 1945 for the discovery of penicillin. So इतने part के लिए we'll get 1 mark, and this part is going to give us another 1 mark, and in totality we'll have 2 out of 2 marks. चलिए देखते हैं अपना next question, which would be question number 11.
Now here we have question number 11. All cloning vectors do have a selectable marker. Describe its role in recombinant DNA technology. Now this question is for 2 marks. So the answer that you need to write, that would be, first of all, what is a selectable marker? So a selectable marker, this is a particular kind of gene, and this gene is incorporated within the cloning vector, and with the help of this marker we are able to identify and eliminate non-transformants. Now non-transformants would be those host cells, let us say E. coli, who have not taken up the plasmids, and the E. coli which have taken up the plasmids, those will be called transformants, and they will be able to grow on a medium in which we add antibiotics. So normally the genes which encode for this kind of selectable markers, those are having resistance against some of the antibiotics such as ampicillin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline, kanamycin, and these are certainly useful in selecting transformants from non-recombinants, and then also selecting out of the transformants the recombinants and non-recombinants. So in this case, we have mentioned the reason, and here this is the example. So for this part, there would be 1 mark, and here we are writing the examples for this, another mark. So this way the 2 marks of the answer would be justified. So from here, let's move on to the next question.
Here we have question number 12, which says, how have plants developed mechanical and chemical defense against herbivores to protect themselves with the help of one example of each? Guys, this question has come from the unit ecology once again, from the chapter organisms and populations. और ये question 2 marks का है. हमें 1 mark मिलेगा mechanical defense लिखने का और 1 mark मिलेगा chemical defense का. Let's see how do we write it. So, plants have developed several mechanical and chemical defense against herbivore. One of them is mechanical, other is chemical. Mechanical में सबसे अच्छा example is thorns, right? Thorns are the most common mechanical means of defense. For example, it is seen in case of acacia. Then chemical defense, ऐसे कौन से chemicals plants produce करते हैं जिससे कि herbivore उनके पास ना आए, उन्हें ना attack करे. So chemicals produced by some plants make herbivore sick, okay, when they are eaten, inhibit feeding or digestion, disrupt its reproduction, and even kill the organism. For example, calotropis. Calotropis produces glycosides. तो over the period of time क्या होता है? इन herbivores को remember हो जाता है कि this is a particular plant, we don't have to go closer to it. So these are the reasons by which herbivores don't go closer to the plants. So these are 2 defenses, chemical as well as mechanical. तो 1 mark हमें मिलेगा mechanical defense लिखने का और 1 mark हमें मिलेगा chemical defense का. Guys, लेकिन example लिखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Example के बिना पूरे marks मिलना थोड़े से मुश्किल हो जाएंगे. So in total you will get 2 out of 2 marks. तो हाँ, बिल्कुल आपको पहले mechanical defense बताना पड़ेगा उसका क्या एग्जाम्पल है, एंड देन यू हैव टू टेल प्लांट कौन सा है. लाइकवाइज केमिकल का भी आपने लिखा क्या होता है, एंड देन द प्लांट विच प्रोड्यूसेस दिस. With this, students, we come to end of section B. Now let us proceed to section C, where every question has a weightage of 3 marks.